Great second half, obviously. These guys did a great job. The whole team did. Malique defensively, for sure, and Gio knocking down shots. But just overall, really good for us to come out in the second half and play the way we did. First time we've been down at halftime in a little bit, so great response by our group. And, now we got to continue to try to play well as we move forward. So I'll let you, Alan, ask questions for these guys.
Gio, kind of got things going a little bit last game and carried it in here. How's it feel? You feeling a little more like yourself these days?
Yeah, I'm just like I was telling the radio, I'm just happy and grateful to be back with my guys, and they be very encouraged with the process. Just keep trusting me, and I'm trusting my shot, and I just feel better each day with my legs. I feel like I have my legs under me, and starting to get a rhythm.
What was it like coming off that injury?
Frustrating. Very frustrating because I came back, play about 2 games, the Akron, and I think it was Eastern Michigan at their place, and then I had to sit 2 games again. So it was very frustrating not being able to be there for my guys, but I'm just happy to be back, and hopefully we can keep it up for the rest of the season.
Talk about the kind of basketball the team's playing overall. I mean, it was kind of a little bit of a struggle back when you came back. Akron being a good game, obviously, but just in general, not how you guys are playing now.
I think we just starting to trust each other and starting to believe that what can this team achieve if we locked in and play the way we're supposed to. That's what we did tonight on the second half. We put our pressure up, and that's how we got our transition points and easy baskets. We didn't have to run a lot of plays. If we can play like that a lot, it's going to make it easy for us, and we have to limit the other teams to one shot or create our turnovers that we're good at.
Malique, I know they had some guys shoot the ball in the first half. I can just imagine it was said at halftime, but you came out on Farrakhan and just kind of talk about what you were able to do to him and then you guys in general defensively.
With Farrakhan, I just trust myself. I knew I could guard him. I know I could get a little step back because he's a smaller guard. And if he shoot over me, I can tip the ball and block the shot. So I just played my length with him. And the team, I think we did good because we was all vocal. We was all in it. I got to stop Farrakhan. You would think it was Drew that got to stop because he was so happy for me and stuff like that.
They came out and hit I think 6 and 9 threes.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, that was disappointing on our end because Coach Cindy and the coaching staff, they did a great job already telling us that the dude been shooting 50% since we played him. So it was really disappointing on our end because, the coaches, they did our job and we didn't really accomplish what we had to do. So, but we know, in the second half, we knew, they was giving misassignment buckets in the first half, so we knew it wasn't going to be like that in the second half. So we just kept trusting each other and got it done.
You guys have played some really good halves lately. How's this one, right? 55-32.
Man, it's just, to be honest, I wouldn't even know. It was just, we just having so much fun. You don't even know it till you look up. Dang, we up 18. I ain't even know. We were just having so much fun and emotion. And I'm just happy for Gio to knock down shots and just see him to his old self because, like he said, he was frustrated a lot in that injury.
It's 4 in a row now. It's kind of you guys are up and down for a good part of the year. How's it feel right now to kind of feel like you guys have got things rolling?
I think we should be doing this. At this time of the month, we supposed to be playing our best basketball, so I don't really think it's surprising. I think we should have been doing this, to be honest, but I'm glad we're doing this now instead of not doing it at all.
Last, just Gio, just at the end, you guys just hit a bunch of threes and just kind of blow it open. You guys have struggled kind of doing that in the past. How do you feel to just be out there and just going in and Malique saying everything?
Malique is right. I actually didn't notice how the game was going, how much we were upping in the score because we're just having a lot of fun, especially when we're moving the ball and just getting stops. The bench was great. Again, our energy on the second half was fantastic. So I think we just need to keep doing that, keep building up from there, and we're in good shape right now. We're just going to keep getting better, keep watching film, and, we're just going to work on the things that we need to keep improving because we're not playing our best basketball yet. We're saving that for the tournament. We're getting there.
All good?
Perfect.
I appreciate y'all. And the delicious water.
Nice to just make shots, man. Just hit threes and be able to do
It certainly makes a difference, right? Like, but in the first half, we were scoring the ball too. We just didn't guard the way we needed to in the first half. And give those guys credit. They made shots that, Darian Spotsville, percentage-wise, isn't a great three-point shooter. And, he was 4 for 4 tonight. But that's what players do. They work on their game. So he had a really good day for them. And a couple of them, were on, us not guarding them the way we needed to. But second half, probably, again, I've said it a couple times. First half against Miami, I thought was as good as we've played. First half against Western, I thought was as good as we've played. Now I'd say the second half against Eastern, both ends of the floor scoring, getting stops, creating turnovers, getting out in transition, all those things. So guys did a really good job, here in the second half for sure.
Talk about the defensive adjustments.
Yeah, two adjustments I would say are that Malique guarded Farrakhan and bothered him with his length. And then, when Akeem was in the game and we started him in the second half, we started trying to trap some ball screens to create some turnovers because we had only created 3 turnovers in the first half and had 1 steal. So, that's all we did differently. But at the end of the day, the reality is it's the energy level. You could hear it in talking to these guys. It's the energy level in which we played with in the second half. I don't think how we guarded them was the difference as much as it was how our guys responded and how they played in the second half. So, we did make those 2 adjustments. But, the first time we played them, Sincere guarded Farrakhan the whole game, and he really did a good job. So, again, to me, it's not the adjustment as much as it is the energy level in which the guys played at. And I don't think it mattered what we had done differently. If we play with that type of energy level, we're pretty good. So glad we were able to do it for sure. And we've got to continue to build off this as we're moving forward during this month.
Just go back traditionally here. You guys have been so tough to beat at home. It just seemed like you got in a lot of games like this where the other team did some things in the first half, but when it really came right down to it, you guys were able to kind of do what you needed to do. And it seems like that might be coming. It was missing a little bit early, obviously.
Yeah, we're playing better. Clearly, clearly we're playing better now than we were in. We were playing really good early in the year. We went down to Florida. I thought we played pretty good down there. Then, really after finals, we played pretty good against West Virginia, pretty well, I should say, against West Virginia. But then we hit a patch where we struggled, Southern at home. And we did have some, we had some COVID issues and we had some stuff going on, but we just didn't play very well. Southern, Central Michigan, Northern Illinois, we did not play well in any of those games. And offense was really a struggle for us for a while. We couldn't make shots. We were just struggling. And now guys are playing with more confidence. We're trusting what we're doing. And, we are capable of being good on defense and on offense. So that's good because we're going to need to win in a variety of ways as we move forward. Not every night are we going to shoot this well. We've shown we can score and win in the 50s, and then hopefully we'll be able to defend at the level we did in the second half. An entire 40 minutes against good teams and be able to outplay them that way.
Just talk about Gio.
Yeah, good. Obviously happy for him. And happy for our team because he's a 40% three-point shooter plus in his career coming into this season. And he struggled, and he missed the Southern game with COVID. He missed the Central game. I'm trying to think if he played in the Central game. I don't remember, but then he got injured, and he missed 2 games, and we struggled. So, happy for him because he's an important player on our roster, and then for him to go 5 for 8, 7 for 10, I think that's going to help his confidence, and that's important for our team moving forward.
You scored 90, you scored 55 and a half.
Yeah.
Sin, I think he missed his first 6 threes. He's just kind of a part of things today.
Yeah.
Big part still,
Yeah, that's good too. And tonight certainly he wouldn't say this was his best night, right? He was 0 for 6 to start the game from 3, but he stayed with it, made 2 big ones. Malique had a screen assist for one of them, again zone, and he's an elite player. And so for us to win and win going away without him having a monster game is great too, and all those things help our team. And Malique today, again, for him, the assist to turnover rate, he was 6 and 0. He's a secondary playmaker for us, and sometimes a primary playmaker, right? So he's a guy who should be, in the real positive assist to turnover rate. He's had some games that he hasn't been that way too. So all these things I think help us being able to win in different ways down at halftime, coming back and playing the way we did first half against Miami, having a 26-point lead at halftime in that game. Like, all those things are things that help you as you move into late February and March. So that's what we're gearing up for. And, we got a big one at home on Tuesday. Hopefully, we can get students and people out here to see us. We are playing well, and hopefully we can continue that. And then, we just keep on going from there. So, that's where we're at right now.
Do you expect this game to be so much different than the first one? Do you even think about stuff like that?
Well, I didn't know that we'd be able, as they're scoring and knocking down shots at halftime, I did say that, hey, we held them to 48 the first time we played them, right? Like, we had 11 steals, I think it was the first time we played them. We had 1 at halftime. So those are things, hey, we got to do some different things to create turnovers. And that's, that's really Foose and Jules and Randall, those guys coming up with, okay, this is what we can do. And then, our players trusting what we're doing and going out there and executing it at a high level.
Last one, just talk a little bit about, the understanding.
Yeah, I thought that was great. At one point pre-COVID and all this stuff, we were hoping that maybe we could have like a reunion of some sort of that team, but that's not easy to do. But Stan coached the best team in school history, the best team in conference history. And, this is the 20-year anniversary of that team, and him being back here for his first year at Eastern, having the opportunity to do that. I didn't talk to him, but I would assume, at this moment, I'm sure he's worrying about his team. But that's a special deal. That's you don't get to coach the best team in the history of the conference. There's only one, right? So he was the coach for that team. So glad that the school and Randall and Suzette and Maggie, it was their thought process to go do something for him and for us to be able to execute it. And I'm sure that's a special moment for him moving forward.
All right, all good.
Thank you.